Welcome back, everybody. So this video here, we're going to build something real sweet, guys. Also, we're going to be using the DP200 Yes welder. I want to get familiar with that thing. I want to get really all the use I can out of it. I want to see how good it does all the way through. You know, with the pulse and the dual pulse. If you guys didn't see the review video, go back and check it out. It was pretty cool. We got to test it with 3 different welders. So yeah, come check it out. So let's get into this thing, man. I'm so excited about this. What we're going to do here is we're going to build a complete steel floor model bandsaw for cutting steel in. It's pretty bad to the bone. Let me show you what we got going on the computer. I'm gonna do the screen recorder on the computer, but before we do that, I want to show you guys what I've been doing behind the scenes a little bit. Hang on one second. Alright guys, so if you guys look back in some of the old videos there used to be a cord, air hose and a power cord for the plasma cutter that used to run across the ground there. What I done was I ran an airline 220 volt and a 110 volt. The 110 volt is for the computer and the plasma table. That plug there is for our oven. And so now what we can do is I can unplug my oven and plug that in and the plasma table works. Nothing's in the way. Worked out really good. So down here, there's our air line. I got it all nice and tidied up. Everything's looking really good. So no more cords to trip on. I wanted to clean that up. I had this stuff laying around. It took all morning to do it. So I wanted to get that done. You know what I mean? So that part's over with. All right, guys, here's this bad to the bone saw we're gonna build. So this is just, I came up with this. This here, I went off of there was a real old English wheel on the internet that I seen, and I liked the way it was all curved and done up. So it wasn't like this with all this stuff in it. I got the, you see in there, I got the, that's all going to be open right there for where the wheels are going to be on the inside. And then we got the holes here. Same with the bottom base. We got some holes in both sides. It's going to be on these little adjuster. They're like you can use them on lathes and mills, but they have they're stainless steel. They look chrome almost, and they have a rubber dampener on the bottom. But if you look, it's adjustable, so we can set it and level it and everything. Now, all this up here is going to should be pretty cut and dry, and these 2 sides cut and dry. This whole outer, all this stuff on the outside, when I made this, I didn't do it in pieces. I kind of went with this little, up here, there's I think it's in the sheet metal. Yeah, so you create flange is what you do. So you'll make one piece, and then off of that, you'll flange it, and I can make my curves and do what I did. I don't remember exactly. It's down here in the bottom. I could probably go back and watch how I did it. And I may have to do that to go back into it to unfold all this, because I hit the unfold right, where is it? Modify. Yeah, the unfold right here, and it wouldn't let me do it. So I'll get it. If not, we'll figure out how much we need. And we're going to be using 3/16 and 1/8. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use 3/16 on the back side of the saw here, on this side, because that's going to be holding, we're going to have spindles and stuff in here that's going to hold the, let me see if I can't cut this. Man, these little sweat beads are tearing me up today. Hang on, whoops. Let me go in here, see if I can't get rid of this, just this side right here. Hang on guys, sorry. I'll edit this out. Here we go. Okay, so in here, this is the blade that goes around it. These wheels we're going to make out of, I'm going to make them all. So if you look in there, I'm going to use 1/2" steel, I believe 3/8, and then 3/16 as a backer wall, so where the blade can't flip off. So it's going to be kind of a 3-piece wheel. I made, because I think my blade's going to be, I think it's 9/16, I believe, that or 3/4 blade. I can't remember what I'll have to go back and see what I wrote. But whatever it is, that's what this is going to add up to here. And I don't want to try to cut a piece of 3/4 plate on my machine. I haven't went that far. I haven't went that big with it before. I've only done 1/2 inch. So I think we'll stick with that, and I'll 2-piece it, and then we'll figure out something here on the outside where I'll drill some holes around it, and then I'll spot weld it to the other plate, because there'll be a hole that goes straight through it for the spindle that's going to operate it. This one up here will just be on like some kind of a bearing system. We'll figure all that out as we're building it. I don't know exactly what all it is. We're going to go on the fly here, guys. Doug at Pickway, he had an old bandsaw. He can't find it. He said if he can find it, he said I'm more than welcome to the wheels that are inside of it. But he went to where it sat forever and it wasn't there. So we're probably going to be making these. Okay, so let's go. Here's what I got going on. Let's be done here. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, I got that first one set up and the software. Everything should be set correctly. We got our ground on. We got the machine on, air to it. This is going to be the first cut. That's another thing I did. I made new slats for this. They weren't that bad, but I bought some steel from him, and he asked me, he had some leftover 1/8 inch. He said, do you want me to cut you some slats out of it? I was like, sure. So he cut me some new ones. So I put new slats, cleaned the machine up, put new fluid in it. Let's cut this out. All right, guys, let me make sure I'm at to my 0, set my origin, enable the torch. Let's see what it does. All right, guys, it looks like it cut phenomenal. If you guys seen in the video, things are just falling out of it. I'm going to try to get this thing out of here. Should cut, yeah, it's coming right out. I'm going to get this piece of steel off, get that off of there. We'll get it on the other table, and I'll bring you back in a minute so we can take a good look at it. Okay. I mean, them things, guys, this thing. So also I forgot to mention to you guys when I was showing you what I done to the adding that line and stuff to the cutter. I also readjusted all my bearings. I readjusted my gantry. I kind of went over the whole machine. I wanted to tune it up, and you know, I was noticing things was getting a little loose here and there, so I just took it all apart. I cleaned it all up. Anybody that owns one of these guys, I'm telling you, when you do that, and when I mean literally, I took all this, let me show you real quick. I know this is not about this video. I took all these plates off with the bearings in them. There's 2 bolts in each one. I took them off one at a time. I cleaned them, I blew them out. There was like buildup on the outside of them. I cleaned all that. I re-lubed them and put them back on, readjusted everything. And that thing is just cutting like a sewing machine, like a caddy. So very helpful to do that kind of stuff, guys. If you guys own one of these, don't just let them. I see a lot of guys in their shops and they have cut, you know, these tables, and they look like hell. I get it, you get busy, and it took me 2 days to do all that. So clean it all up, adjust all that stuff. I mean, I took Scotch-Brite, cleaned all the rails up, oiled them, you name it, I done it to it, and ran that stuff. 2 days it took. So, all right, let's take a look at this. Very little dross, it's coming right off. We just need to pick at it, hammer at it, clean it up a little bit with the grinder. So what I done was, this is our backing plate. Let me try to set that up a little bit. See if I can't go back just to here so we can see this upright. Hope we can get it all in there. All right, so this one's gonna be the thicker one that holds all of our buddy, is it heavy. This is the 3/16 one. So there's what it's going to look like. This is going to be so cool, guys. That's our base. That's where our tabletop's going to be. That'll probably be cut out of like some 3/8 or something thick. Yeah, this thing's going to be super cool. Super cool. I can't wait. I've been wanting a bandsaw, I mean literally, guys, my entire life. I got little things like them little Harbor Freight ones that I made a small table on. They just take forever to cut. You can't cut real big stuff on them. And I can't afford $3,000 or $4,000 for a real sweet one. We're gonna do, I got my old motor from my lathe when I got it. It's a 3-horse motor, and I literally used it for not even an hour, if that, because I switched I switched everything out on that machine to variable speed and built all that panel up there for it. But that motor, it's right there. It's a 3-horse, and it's like brand new. Whoop, it's right there. It's a 3-horse motor, and as you can see, that panel right there, that's the one I built for the lathe, and I put a new 3-horse, 3-phase motor on it so I can run a VFD on it. Now, we're gonna run a VFD variable speed on that one for the saw, but the difference in that one is, compared to that one, that's 220, it's a single phase. The one I put on there is a 3-phase, so the inverter I bought, which is in that panel right there, it's a single phase in, I'm sorry, single phase in, 3-phase out to run that motor. On that one up there, it's going to be single in, single out, and it's like $100 more because it's a little more money. I guess it's how they have to build them. But anyways, I want it to be variable speed so we can turn the blade up and down. And I'll probably make the pulleys to now you can get like little gear reduction setups for them, and you can get like gear reduction setups for the like the whole spindle and everything you can buy. But I don't know, unless I can find a used one. I also thought about Harbor Freight has just a cheap bandsaw for like $200 and something. I also thought about buying it, using some components off of it, and scrapping the rest, because this stuff is pricey if you go to buy it. Like that spindle piece, the gear reduction piece that runs off the motor, if I go that route, it's like freaking $300 and something. You can find them used sometimes. So I don't know. First thing we're going to do is get this thing standing, and then we're going to start figuring out where we're going to mount the motor, all that stuff, you know. But like I said, I wanted the back wall thicker to hold the wheels and stuff, and then the front one we're going to do out of an 1/8, and the outer walls is going to be out of 1/8. Most of the base will probably be out of 1/8. We may do a little piece of 3/16, maybe the bottom one, since it's going to be holding all the weight. Maybe, I think I will. So yeah, we're going to go at this as it comes, guys. So, but this is going to be sweet. I can't wait. All right, I'm going to set up. I need to go on the computer and figure out what I want to cut next. I wanted to just get this one cut because that piece was just so big and it's heavy to handle, so I wanted to get it all done and out of the way. Let me figure out on this base what's next and what's going on and how many we can cut off the next piece of 1/8 inch, and I'll bring you back when we're cutting it. All right, guys, as you just seen, we cut those out and got both sides cut out. There's the bottom. Sorry, there's the bottom. I got the adjustable feet on it. Here's the plate that goes where the blade goes through it, and your resting plate. Now I'm gonna make this to where it bolts on. That way, if I want to make some bigger ones, you know what I mean, we can just bolt on the bigger ones. But for now, we'll just get it going with this. Here's what I got going on here. So when I first started doing this, it's been like some time. I've been messing with this for a long time. I'd say a good 6 months or more. So when I did it, I went off of the my bandsaw in the other shop, the one that I cut my steel with, and because I wanted to use the same blade. So I just remembered all that when I was doing this. When I looked in my Fusion 360, I imported a picture of the saw in there, and I was like, why did I do that? Well, because I went off the size of the wheels in there and the belt, and then I designed the rest around it. That way I can interchange the belts. So that made that pretty simple. I'm glad I did that back then. Sometimes I amaze myself.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So that part's pretty cool there. So we don't have to guess and try to figure out what to do as far as belts now, or I'm sorry, belts, blades or whatnot. So all that's going to work out good. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is, let me put this back on a tripod. Hold on. Okay, so I think what we'll do, I kind of haven't decided really, but just thought. Okay, these sides are 1/8. That's 3/16. I wanted the base to be stronger because these, once these are welded with everything we're going to do to them, you know, the this, the that, blah, 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 that's going to be a strong piece. It ain't going nowhere. I mean, if I have to, you know, and you're talking when all this is welded in, that's going to be, there's one up there too. So that's going to be strong. I doubt it's going to be an issue, really. So what we'll do, okay, I'll probably have to show you on that side. Originally, I didn't design it with these round ears for these adjustable feet here. It was just a square. So when I did that, I took away from where this corner has to go, and then this starts. So now what we'll do is, I think, we'll bring it in, we'll start our wall right there, like that. And then that'll be a lip on both sides, which will kind of look cool. And then we'll build these. Because this doesn't matter, that thing's only gonna be, the saw is only gonna be like 4 inches thick total, maybe 4.5, the whole thickness of it. So that's just sitting in the middle of this valley here, up there, you know what I mean? So I can make this like, I can put these in here if I want, one on each side like that. You know, one there and one here, but that looks stupid. I'm just saying, you know, so that won't hurt it to do this right here, what I'm saying. So I think we'll be good with that. That fan's probably blowing. I'm sorry guys about this, the fans and stuff blowing in these mics. It probably sounds like a tsunami, but it's just so hot and humid. Let me turn that, actually. It probably sounds terrible. So we'll figure that out. I want to get everything cut out. We'll cut everything out first, and then we'll start to lay it out. I haven't decided a lot of things yet. We're going to be doing this on the fly, just like kind of like everything we do. So the main thing is design, but now the rest, as far as how this is going to mount, that's going to mount, I don't know yet. I mean, this is kind of like here's our canvas. Let's paint a picture. You know what I mean? That's basically what's going on there. So, all right, I'll bring you guys back as soon as we get to the next part. I believe like I said, I believe I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting pretty much the rest of the stuff out. We'll cut the other, see, and the other side of this is going to be 1/8 too. Can you guys, I got you guys, okay. Yeah, the other side of this, the lid that opens, it's going to be 1/8 too. And we'll have to make some kind of a hinge system, probably right in the middle of that. And it might even be like a square on the side of that wall there. That way we can put a straight pin in it, so when we open it, it's good to go. It's not going to be like weird because of the curve in that. So that'll be our door mechanism. How we'll make it look cool. And then, oh, so obviously were these little designs I put in here, and I knew this back when I was doing it. I was thinking to myself, how am I going to curve the steel around all that? Well, what I'm going to do is, in areas like that, I'm going to get like probably 18 or 16 gauge steel. It's going to bend a heck of a lot easier, and we'll bend the corners, the worst parts with that, and then we'll put some 1/8 inch back from like here to wherever the next hard spot is, and then from that point around that small thing, we'll go with like 18 or 16, like I said, the sheet metal, and we'll make it look uniform. It'll be flat against the 1/8, so you won't tell that that's what we done, and it'll look good. Yeah, and all these will turn out good. We can form our stuff, set it in there, you know, tack it, the whole 9 yards. This probably will be all one piece of like 16 gauge or something, that whole thing, and then that'll be that corner. Because this does nothing. This is going to be, the backing here is what's going to hold all of our like the wheels and all of our stuff. So the door is just the door. This is just the design, and then this plate here, it's going to actually go from this one, and I don't know if I can get it in there or not. I can't get it right on there, but it's going to actually go from this one to the other one. So all that's going to strengthen that up pretty nice. So, and this is not designed to hold a car. You know, we're cutting stuff on it. And if you go like look at some of them machines, those bandsaws, a lot of that stuff is like tin. That door is like tin. In fact, my saw over there, when you open that door, it's like a piece of tin. The biggest thing is the backing of it, the plate that holds all the stuff. So, and we'll deal with everything as we're going with it. If we have to put like some extra little, something in there supports to make it stronger for that, that's how we'll do it. will make that thing feel and look, you know, just like it should. So yeah, I'm glad I did that a while back. I got that blade. That's an extra blade. I got it out. I said, let me put that on there and see what it looks like. This is from my other saw. And when I put it on there, I was like, man, that looks almost perfect. Like it was meant to be. Well, that's because, dummy, you forgot. And I'll show you guys maybe later on in a video where I imported my picture into Fusion of that saw and kind of designed everything around that so we can interchange the blades. All right, guys, I'm gonna get cleaned up here a little bit. It's kind of late in the day today, and then tomorrow when we come back and we're cutting some more stuff, I'll hyperlapse through that just like I just did the last 2 pieces, and then we'll get busy. We'll start making things, tacking things, getting stuff set up, getting this thing going, because there's a lot we need to go figure out. How the motor's gonna mount, where it's gonna mount, how I'm gonna run all that, you know, the whole 9 yards. So we'll get to it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I think what I want to do first, well, here's my plan. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make this kind of like the base on the bead roller, which means we're going to weld in this side, that wall, and that back wall, and then this top one, and then we'll make a door, you know, a removable side for this side, where we can maybe mount the motor inside there and run the belt. I don't know yet. I'm just thinking out loud. But definitely want to have access in there. So whatever we want to store through there, run some wires through there, whatever. You know, I don't want to weld it all together and be like, man, I wish we could have put stuff in there. So okay, I'm going to make these 2 sides, or the front and the back, I mean. And I got this. It's for fabrics and stuff. So, and then I was thinking, I got this round rod on this part here. It's got a rounded edge to it. I may take this, you know, and cut it, the length, put one on each side, and then put the metal. So when we clean that all up, it'll have a round edge, and then this metal will go that way. You know what I mean? And we'll weld to this, so to give us a nice roundness there. So I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, let me measure this out. Try to get something close here. So just come to that edge. I like these here because you can get a pretty precise measurement because of it being flexible versus a tape measure being, I think I got this off Amazon or somewhere real cheap if you was interested in getting it. Okay, so 28 3/4. Okay, 28 3/4. And then I think I'm gonna go, let's take a look at this in here. Oh, by the way, I got a new blade. That one that I had on the thing with the clamps is an old one from that one. It's still good, and it's a finer tooth one. This one's a little more, I think this is 8 teeth per, it says variable teeth, but on the website, on the thing, I don't know how they read it. M42, these numbers, I'm sure they go off of them, but it's a little more aggressive than that one we had. So, okay, 28 3/4. I think what I'm gonna do is go across these 2, which is 13. So if we go right to that, yeah, we can do that and put it to the outside of it. And then that'll sit on the inside of both of these. Yeah, and see now with this lip being there, doing it the way we're gonna do it, like I said early on in the video, with that having that lip there, on this side of it, we'll be able to put like them things I made for the bead roller where we can screw to it. Like the little barrels I made with the threads in them. So that'll work out okay. All right, 28 3/4, 13. Let me go cut 2 of those. I'm gonna go set them up. I ain't even set it up in Fusion real quick. I'm gonna lay out 2 of them, and then I'll bring you back when we're cutting it. Okay, I went around and wiped all my stuff up like I always do. I hate leaving water and stuff on there. It just keeps it cleaner. You know what I mean? All right, these cut out pretty good. Well, they cut out good. Now we have to figure out how we're going to bend these. I had this old bottle for my acetylene tank. I need to find it because maybe we can put a little heat on this and bend it around it a little bit at a time. I'm gonna get these off and clean them up, and I'll meet you back over there. All right, guys. The only way I see fit doing this, because I don't have that tank, I was gonna use a rim, but because of how this has a strange bend in it, we can bend it too much the wrong way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a weld. I got this thing sitting like right where it looks okay on this side. I'm gonna mark it. So from that mark back, I'm gonna put a weld in there. I may even spot the front a little bit. We can clean it off later. And then I'm gonna take my after we weld it. My rosebud, I hope I have enough. I think the acetylene's low. As long as we can get the one done, then I can go get a new tank, but we'll see. So after we put that weld, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and heat this up and down in the area that I want to try to bend it in. And then I'm gonna take it slowly and bring it to the next part, hit it with the welder, heat it, boom, 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 all the way down. We'll see how it works. That's my plan anyways. Problem is, when I go ahead and put this weld on here, I'm gonna put a decent one in there. That's gonna be a bunch to clean out if I have to clean it. And once again, guys, we are using the DP200 Yes welder. I will put the affiliate link at the bottom of the description of this video also. If you guys want to go and purchase one. I can say I have been messing with it and just playing with the settings and stuff. I still ain't done nothing with the dual pulse or the single pulse yet. I'm going to. I think I'm going to make a second video on that because I believe you have to have a different gas for it. And then also, if you guys go back to the beginning of the first review video where I said I wish there was a switch inside that fed the wire, this first button on this front here, when you feed your wire, if you push and hold that one, that's what feeds it. I didn't know that. I probably should read a little bit, right? So I found all that out. And then the more I find out, like I said, I'm going to try to get as much as I can together, information, and do it on the second review video, because I want to do that, play with that dual pulse and try to explain it better to people. And all in all, guys, I love this thing. I mean, it is I did some work on another project. I'm not going to bring all that up yet, but and it did phenomenal. I used it all on that one too. That wasn't a video job, but I did want to use it to keep on figuring out more about the machine. And man, the more I use it, like I said, the only thing I found so far that I didn't like about it was that ground clamp, which I changed. I had another one. I changed it. It's just a little more beefier. It's got more spring action to it. I mean, that thing just clamped all that steel down. Maybe Yes Welder can maybe update that later on, or upgrade that a little bit later on. They do ask for our feedback, so, and I mentioned that in my email about the clamp and in the video. So hopefully maybe they'll do some changes with that. But other than that, let's go ahead and get going with this thing. Hopefully we get this thing right. Let me go ahead and blast the weld here, and then please have enough gas in my torches. You know what? Let me cut this light on. I get more light if I cut that one on. One of these days, put some LED lighting through here. All right, okay. Oh yeah, much better. That thing welds so nice. It's like it's smooth, like butter. It just goes on like butter. Okay. All right, let's get the torch on. We'll get a little heat in that. I'm gonna change my clamp area. Maybe not yet. Okay. We want this to bend equally up through there. It's just a long stretch. I'm hoping I can get this. Of course, this is how I would have had to do it if I bent it around a wheel or something too. See how it goes. There's a little more heat. There we go. It's gonna be super hot by the time we're done with it. I think it's working, guys. I just got to keep the whole area going, and it's letting me bend it. Once I get it where I want it here, we'll put another weld. Ooh, this is hot. I like to keep going with it. That way the heat stays in it, and it's going to bend easier for us. I'm getting ready to blast another weld here. Hold on. It's actually working pretty good. This is the area I wanted to kind of get out of the way first because it's a sharper bend. Yeah, as I'm heating down through here, just because the panel's still hot where we started, it's letting it heat up quicker. So it's actually working out pretty good. Okay, we need to get a little weld in here. This is the fun part because I need to hold on to that. Let's, ooh, that is hot. I need it right there. Man, let me get another. Actually, it stayed. Okay, let's continue. Oh, we got this heat in here. Boy, I am burning up. I can feel it releasing as I put more heat in the area I want to bend. I need it to bend up top more, right in there. It's getting harder to do. That top is making it cold. Trying to relax it all. Woo! There we go. Okay, what I need is, oh, come on. Need that right in there. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh, I'm to the point where there we go. Oh, this is so tough. Right there. Whew! I am sweating, guys. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Guys, I'm gonna not burn up this whole video. Let me get it around this last bend and I'll bring you right back. Okay, we got it on there. I'm gonna go through and heat this up a little bit and just try to relax it some more. It's hard to do this with them gloves. Boy, I'm burning up. Woo! I think I'm gonna hit it from the back side. Give it some back here too. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. I don't want it, like I said, this is gonna take a minute. So I don't want to burn up this video on just all this. So I want to show you a little bit of it. I hope my gas ain't getting low. I mean, I know I got to get some, but trying to get both of these on there, that would be nice. But I don't want to come back to this later, like after I get more gas, and do this part here. I'd rather do it now while there's some heat in it. So if I run out during this, then I run out during this. This will help give it a smoother curve transition. And this is probably getting painted. So what we'll do is, if we have to sand it down, clean it up a little, throw a little bit of mud on it, that's what we're going to do. We'll make it look right. It's going to be a bad saw. I wanted something different. I never said it was going to be easy to do. If it was easy, then I guess that would just be for any old body, wouldn't it? This one here, I'm challenging myself on it. I'm sure I do on a lot of other things, but this one's going to be difficult in some areas. This is really not that bad, but some of the areas that have like them sharp points, I know I'm going to use smaller metal there, but I'm still going to have to do some work to get it to look good, weld it, grind it, clean it up, you know what I mean? But I want it to look good, I want it to work good, I want this saw to last me probably the rest of my life. Then whoever gets it from there can say, man, whoever built this saw, this thing is sweet. They took their time and did things like they should be done. At least I think I'm trying to do that. This is actually helping it a lot. a lot better. It didn't look bad from the get-go, but this is definitely helping that up here where you can't get the solid bend in it like we did below. This is helping that part. Let me try to get this area through here. It needs a little here, relaxing. It's a sharp bend, a very sharp, not sharp, but it's sharper than the rest of it, so we need to address it a little bit. There we go. This is something you do in the winter, guys, when you want it to be hot in your garage. Trying to go easy. I don't want to overdo it. We can come back and fix something if we need to fix it. I'm not too concerned about that. I just wanted to give me a little bit of a curvature through here. This area right here seems like it needs some more, but if I bend it too much, see if I can relax it like this. Yep, I think that's helping it a ton. If you look at the metal when you're working with it, it'll kind of tell you where to try something, you know what I mean? And then if it don't work, move on to the next part. There's always a way to repair it, so never be afraid to work with it. Good thing about metal, you can always fix it. Yeah, this area here had a lot of sharper turns in it. This is helping it a bunch. It's also going through some, you know, your tank, your gas. This when you fire up this rosebud, it's getting ready to do exactly what it does. Okay, I think I'm gonna stay there and let's let it cool off. I'm gonna check my tanks and maybe we'll try to do the other side. Give me a few. Ooh, I'm gonna cool off a little bit. I need that fan out here. Okay, you guys, I got the other one on. So the next thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to weld on this side where we want it to stay, bring that down and out, weld that in place on both sides and get this thing where we need it at across the bottom on these three sides. Then there's going to be some work needed through here. We'll take our plate, put it there, we'll heat it, we'll bend it how we need it, so we know when we make our outside plate, the removable one, it's going to work correctly. It's warm now, but I probably got another couple minutes on that my acetylene tank, and it's out. So I'm gonna have to get some more acetylene because we're gonna have to do heating. Obviously, once we get that welded in there, we'll have to do some heating, some bending, straightening, you know what I mean? Just kind of like we did on this side, but we're gonna have to do, it's gonna be a little more tougher, but we'll get it, we'll work it. Let me take you around real quick. Okay, so here's what she's looking like. Pretty sweet, actually. That's gonna turn out real nice. I'm liking it, I'm loving it, actually. But you can see how that's going in that way because it's got to come down and out in the front there. But like I said, we'll tack first in the corners on both sides there. We'll get this whole front level where we want it, tack behind it. Same with these sides. We'll get them sitting exactly where we need them at, and then we'll create the sides over there for the panel to come on. But that's looking pretty awesome, guys. That is going to be pretty cool. What I am going to do here is, guys, like I said, I need to keep putting videos out. Today is Sunday. Just working around the clock, guys, it's killing me. But I need to get this video out, so hang on a second. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this video out. That way you guys can see how far we are, where we're at so far on it, and see what we're building. You guys don't even know yet till I put it out. But mainly I wanted to get this going because this whole series of this build is going to be with the DP200, and we'll have affiliate links down below, guys. If you guys want to purchase one of these things, please go through my site. It helps my site, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Like I told you before in the review one, I'm not going to tell you to do it if I don't feel that you're going to be happy with it. I'm not just doing it for you guys to go buy one to help me out on the channel. Of course, it's going to do that, but I won't. I told you before, if I do a review on something or try something out for somebody and I don't like it, there will be no link at the bottom, just so you guys know that. But yeah, that'll be at the bottom. Getting this one out to you guys, and next week I'll see you with the part 2 one, and we'll be further along with it. I plan to have the rest of this stuff buttoned up by then. Our door probably removing on and off. We'll make our plate for up here, and then we'll get our top, or keep wanting to call it a fan, probably because of the size of how it looks, but we'll get our top on there, our saw. We'll get it sitting correctly, how we're going to mount that. I did find some on eBay. They're used ones out of I can't remember the name brand, but they're used ones, and they're like $30 or $40. One of them's 12-inch. The other ones are like 10 or 11 and a halves. 30, 40 bucks, I may just get them because time I spend the money on the plate and all that stuff, we'll have way more than that in it. So it'll be cooler because it's all made, but if we can save a few bucks by doing that, that's how we'll do it. We'll just clean them up, powder coat them, make them look nice, and just like we do. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button if you ain't done that yet. I'm doing this for you guys, my peeps. Please share, guys. Please share these videos. It's starting to grow. It's starting to do well. I want to get more stuff out for you guys more often. I want to get this channel to really go. Please, please. And like I said, on the DP200, it will be at the bottom, the affiliate link. And guys, like I said before, if that thing is not anything I do a review on, if it ain't no good, it won't be at the bottom. So don't worry about that. You have my word on that. I'm not just doing it to make money for the channel. It does help the channel, but that's not what this is about. Thank you so much, you guys. Until the next one, I'll see you guys next week on part 2. We are going to get some stuff slammed on this thing. I'm excited about this thing. I can't wait to get using. We need it. And then I need to get that Planish hammer taken apart so we can paint it. We may do them both at the same time is what I'm thinking. I may kind of do like a partial video on both. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about that because I want to get them both done. There's some work coming through the shop where I can maybe take off a couple more weeks on with my other job, and I can get all that stuff knocked out. It's hard, guys, to do all this. It really is. Work in the day, come back, do this. It's a lot. This is Sunday today, by the way. I'm trying to get this video out for you guys. But thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys next week on the next video. Thank you.